Hello, welcome to the House of Vizsla, where we talk anything and everything Star Wars. Today's a unique episode. It's just audio, but this is the state of Star Wars, where we talk anything that happens in this, since the last state of Star Wars, talk about the future, our thoughts. It's a lot like the State of the Union, but better. No clapping from one side. Parties.
Yep.
But we are here with Echo, and Fives is back from his long break.
What's up, guys?
As a stunt double in Starfighter.
Oh yes, the lookalike. Yeah. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, in one of the pictures released for Starfighter, one of the kids kind of looks like me, so it's like a whole joke. But
yep.
He's back. He's been busy, so
yeah. Isn't he like 14 now? The actor. I don't know. He's younger, but
I don't know.
I don't know. I just ask Tiger for updates occasionally.
Yeah.
Or else he'll just give them to me.
So it's 2026. We will announce last State of Star Wars. This was during Star Wars Celebration before Andor came out, and we got there was just a lot of hype around it. Maul Shadow Lord was announced, and Star Wars Starfighter, and we were talking about all these projects that were announced but never happened. But now that we have 2 movies coming out within 3 years,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
a new animated show, and rumors about the changing of the guard at Lucasfilm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this show is going to be good for Star Wars and Star Wars fans? Will help try to unite the divide that has been here since Last Jedi, or not?
I think it could go either way, honestly. Starting off the year, we have The Mandalorian and Grogu. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, I'm really looking forward to that. Anyone that has seen all of The Mandalorian, fell in love with it, and so, that could be really good. But depending on, there's a lot of decisions that they can make that could go wrong and
Yes.
everything.
From the Disney overlords.
It's like we had high hopes for the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
And in Force Awakens, it seemed to go pretty well.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 rolled around.
Right.
And then Rogue One was nice.
Yeah, no, Rogue One is the best Disney movie, in my opinion.
Garrett Edwards and Tony Gilroy did an amazing job with it, which sparked Andor and that incredible series.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Split the Seas. We talked, me and you Fives, we talked about Luke in that extensively over the summer. Feels like a year ago.
Right. It was a long time ago, but...
So.
And then Solo, too. It was...
Solo...
I feel like it just didn't integrate enough with the rest of the universe.
Right.
I have a feeling that a few of their upcoming releases might try to go and fix that.
Okay.
But...
Solo, there's definitely things I didn't like about it. They casted it well.
Yeah, no, they casted it.
The story was great.
Mm-hmm.
That one was messed up from a Kathleen Kennedy overload situation, switched directors halfway through and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? You just got out. Yes, Last Jedi, fans were divided. It was terrible. So you go into Solo thinking, oh, this might be better. It's Han Solo, one of the main characters, and it came alright.
Mediocre at best.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't a bad movie, but at the same time, it wasn't really what people were looking for. So.
Yeah.
And then we got Rise of Skywalker, which was also a piece of garbage.
Let's just take the entire lore of the universe and throw it in this blender.
And somehow, Palpatine survived being blown up in space.
Oh boy.
But also, they can fly now?
They can fly now.
So,
Ah, yes.
and with the rumors a couple months back, we didn't talk about it much, just because we were devoted in the This Is the Way series.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out. It's going through Mandalorian. But Adam Driver was working with a writer and director and made it all the way to Bob Iger's desk with this Hunt for Ben Solo movie to try to bring it back. Hey, Ben Solo is a great character.
Right.
Great character. Yeah. And we got 2 seconds of screen time with him.
Yeah.
So, and it made its way past Kathleen Kennedy, past Dave Filoni, and they were like, yes. And then it got cut off at the top desk.
Very unfortunate.
So, what does that say about future projects, and future projects that actors who have been in it wants to do around their character? What does it say if they have it, they are ready, and they want to make this, they want to do
Right.
it.
Yeah.
They spent time working on it, and it gets stopped at the top of the line just because of that filmography, how much money they have made prior. And do we need it to be super best quality? Do we need it to be top tier?
I mean, we always hope it is. But
Yes. Can you do it with a lower budget just to do it?
Yeah.
Expand on this character.
And I feel like they definitely could do it with a lower budget and still come out with a great movie.
Mhm.
The first movie, Star Wars, A New Hope, they did it on a very low budget.
And with
And
making a ton of technology with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And they pulled off a great movie. It's not near as close to the animation we have today or any of the new stuff, but for that time, it was a great movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, even
the-
if, like,
the
looking back on it now, it looks extremely like a cheesy 70s space comedy.
right.
I've heard from people who saw Avatar 3 and there was a trailer for Mando and Grogu, and what people have said was, oh, this just looks like an arc in Clone Wars, the animated TV show, or just a couple episodes of Mandalorian.
Is that good or bad, though? Because there are some really good episodes of Mandalorian.
Right.
Yeah, but also you're thinking Jon Favreau wrote the 4th season after doing basically while the 3rd season was coming out.
Yeah.
He had it made, he had the script made, and we knew Din Djarin and Grogu were gonna do whatever they were doing off to the side. Was this something where we know Bob Iger was, hey, let's convert this season to a movie. Is this a whole new script, or is this parts of this
That's a good
season,
question.
and we may get 2 movies that cover this length of a season,
Right.
Yeah.
that, hey, maybe we have to cut some of the side stuff, or maybe some of these filler episodes to
Yeah.
span 8 episodes.
So I feel like, or at least in my opinion, if you're going to make a movie, there has to be something like important enough in the story. For instance, in A New Hope, there's the Death Star. There's you all know the plot, but it's something much bigger than, for instance, Mandalorian season 1. They're all smaller stories connected together. So it's possible that they could have connected those stories, and made 2 movies out of it, like you said, but it wouldn't be ideal because preferably it would be something like that would capture your attention that's actually big,
And we don't know what it is. We've
Yeah.
seen trailers. Is it you're trying to make the trailer more like the TV show? and you want to blow us away in the theaters,
Right,
and you're
that
trying to
could be
make
it.
the trailer look terrible in a theater for Avatar, because hey, Avatar was made for IMAX, for this big screen, for 3D, for all these fancy things, and is Mandalorian and Roku just made for your standard big screen theater, old chairs, good popcorn, nothing to it, nothing special?
It could be that they don't want to give the plot away in the trailer. 'Cause you know how
No
some
one
trailers-
wants. No
Right.
one wants to. You want to
Or it's
hide
like,
it.
sorry to cut you off, but like, I remember a few years back, there was a movie that my family saw some trailers for, and we were like, that kind of looks like a interesting, like a funny movie. But then we went and saw it, and we're like, they just put the best moments in the trailer.
Right.
Yeah.
The movie was not at all good.
And that's not at all like a well-made trailer because it needs to like accurately,
Or is it?
make you interested. But
Or is it you film the trailer as like you take B clips from it, but you record the trailer as part of your like filming. So like you film, you got some cool action shots. You do a few dialogue things, but you basically make it as a mini film project with your cast, just so hey, this is gonna be the trailer, and you don't spend as much time rendering it, making it beautiful, because it's not the final project.
The only thing about that I've heard that a lot of people don't really like that style of thing. They want to be like, oh, that part of the movie right there, we saw that in the trailer. That part of the movie there, we saw that in the trailer.
Yeah, I can see how
Yeah.
I would like that too. Like, oh wait, I just saw that in the trailer. I remember that. And
Yeah.
It's like,
Or
But-
like you have a tiny bit of like expectation of, oh yeah, I know this is going to come up.
right.
I know this is going to come. This part hasn't come yet. I know it's going to be in the future.
Yeah. We also know, like, just from looks, we know the Razor Crest is coming back. Is this a good thing, or do we want to create a new ship? Or what's the issue? Is there an issue with bringing back a ship that was destroyed? And how did he get it now?
Right.
Yeah, and like that's part of what's good about the trailer. It raises those questions.
As
Exactly.
well as
We want those questions answered, so we would go to the theater to see them.
As well, is it just to kind of draw the people in that we're here for the first season and stop? They got the Disney Plus to watch the first season because hey, it's Star Wars on television, and they got to the end and they were like, "Oh, this is all right," and they didn't watch season 2, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they watched season 2, and then Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan came out, and they stopped. Because it wasn't as good as those 2 seasons.
To be fair, though, I do really like the Book of Fett.
It has
And that's
its
a
own-
hot take.
It has its own vibe.
Yes.
I enjoyed watching it.
I feel like it might have been better if they kept it as its own thing and
Right.
not
instead of meshing it with
It's-
the Mandalorian.
and kind of
adding
like
them in.
to have all the context for season 3 or something.
Yeah.
You had to watch season 2 and then watch the Book of Fett and then watch season 3.
Right. And that
Yeah.
might have put some people off because
Yeah.
And the whole thing with Grogu. That was a mistake.
you're saying leaving Luke.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
going backwards.
alright, money, you can use him. Now you gotta film with him. But now you've got a good animated story you could have done. Hey, I know it's hard going from live action to animation, or a character from animation coming into live action, potentially going back into animation.
Right.
But it's cheaper. You can tell this story. You write it good and you get voice actors. It's cheaper. is that better? Is it better to do a live action Luke Jedi Temple thing, knowing that not everyone's gonna watch it?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have your diehard fans watch it. Maybe some of your casual fans with Luke Skywalker may come and see it, and it just gives a send off to Luke that we can kind of get some backstory to how he looked like in Last Jedi. Because hey, the sequels are canon. They are gonna try to make it instead of retconning it. They aren't gonna get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So do you try to make it better?
And that's another that's another thing with like the Mandalorian movie. Like we saw how like Moff Gideon and like the stuff he's doing kind of precurses some of the things in the sequel trilogy.
Yes.
So like we already know there's a bit of yes, the heroes are going to win in the end, but they aren't going to fully accomplish whatever task they put themselves to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's
And
Something to think about.
we also have Thrawn in the known galaxy. Is Thrawn gonna play a part in this? Is he kind of behind these post-imperial cells? Is he the one behind in the shadows now, as Moff Gideon seems to be in the air? We don't know.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's actually very interesting.
Because we know Thrawn is gonna be this big bad that they have to defeat. You're
Yeah.
not gonna spend the time and resources to bring him back to the known galaxy if you're not gonna use him.
Somehow Thrawn returned.
It's like. Oh,
So-
man.
What is it? What's the best? I've also heard like for this Dave Filoni's directing an upcoming movie. It's been in the works since a few years ago. The Star Wars Celebration in London,
Okay.
and that was I think 2 years before the last one.
Okay.
So they announced that James Mangold directing a movie and this Rey movie.
Right.
So Thrawn as your villain for this Dave Filoni movie, is it gonna be Ahsoka versus Thrawn? You're not gonna have. Why isn't any of your legacy characters in it? Are you gonna try to get Han Solo, get Leia, even if it's
Yeah.
We are back and
Nice and
just normal setup
Cool, bro.
that we had for the other This Is the Way video. So yeah, Havoc came in a bit too early for us, and we had to stop the when recording, and then he left. So let's finish State of Star Wars. We were talking about just movies and TV shows in general,
Right.
but let's go to Dave Filoni. And rumors are about that Dave Filoni is going to take up Kathleen Kennedy's role as president of Lucasfilm, co-president.
Right.
So there is currently 2 presidents of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy and Brennan, who's the president and general manager. So everything business and not the fun creative side.
Yeah.
Not executive producing anything, just like the behind the scenes president. Do you think there's going to be anything good coming from that? Or do you think they should have gotten someone else?
I think. Okay, Dave Filoni has done. I think he's done a good job in Star Wars so far. Like.
But as he's chief creative officer.
Right.
So it's his way or nothing. So he could say, "Hey, we can't do this creatively."
Yeah.
But how did we get stuff like the mess ups of Acolyte?
Mm-hmm.
how did he say it was fine unless Kathleen Kennedy went over his head or Bob Iger saying, yeah, this
and
is fine.
if I remember right, I heard someone somewhere mention that, yes, Kathleen Kennedy did push Acolyte through for that specific example.
But what about Ahsoka, in Ahsoka being force sensitive? Midichlorians are everywhere. It was said in episode 1 that everyone has a midichlorian count.
Right.
Some are higher, some are low.
Yeah.
But you can't just force your way into using the force.
Right. You're already born with
that, and that's another thing that.
Hey, I get it if you don't want to use the M count. Well, stop using it as a technical term. But it's still a metric that the Old Jedi Order did in the prequels. So I'm all fine with Sabine learning how to wield a lightsaber, learning the philosophy behind being a Jedi, and can train under Ahsoka, because it doesn't matter if you're force sensitive or not if you're a Jedi. The Jedi Order is a religion group. It's not a society of only force sensitives.
Right. They only choose the most force sensitive, like, because they have a lot of potential and because that's what the main thing they're looking for. But that doesn't mean that's the only thing that can be, you know.
And, like, especially because what we see is the late Republic Jedi Order, which canonically is
the most non-Jedi Order.
Yeah, like the most bloated and I don't want to say corrupt, but that's essentially what it is.
Basically.
And we've seen in, I'm reading through some Star Wars books, which is in this Legends category that Disney decided to take any written source material and was like, this is Legends, it doesn't exist in this Disney canon. And we will probably talk about this later in the next podcast. But was that a bad idea, or just say this is expanded universe? If we make anything that contradicts this, the thing is, anything we make, TV show, film-wise, book-wise, that we publish as Lucasfilm will be top tier, and then you have
we'll supersede it.
Yes, exactly like what we had with Expanded Universe. If George did something that messed something up, it would be like, okay, fine, it's fine. George triumphs, anything. So, and in those books we had, I'm reading one book down at the, I forget what it is. It's a good book so far. But Jedis had families.
Yeah.
They lived on a planet. It wasn't just, yes, they were connected to the Force. Yes, they know how to wield, but they were peacekeepers. They were travelers. They were trying to stop stuff. And actually, they learned a lot about different things. So.
Yeah, and, like, I know a few people I've talked to who kind of do that already. They're like, yeah, so I'm still going to consider the Legends to be canon. It's just the lowest tier of canon. Anything that Disney writes is going to be the next tier, and then anything that Disney puts in their cinematic universe is obviously going to be the top tier.
Yeah, it's
right.
And so, and that's the same with fan films, or fan stories, or what ifs. It's always at the bottom. It's the lowest tier because it's a guesswork. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not official.
And I think that's kind of why Disney wanted to just start with a clean slate, because yes, they had George Lucas's ideas. We've seen how well Disney does at taking Lucas's ideas. They don't.
So.
Yeah.
But do you think should there be multiple people, a creative team under Dave Filoni, and not just a collaboration discussion, and not just one person have potentially Jon Favreau potentially be up there as a high member because hey, he's good at story writing. He's good at the directing, the writing side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave Filoni has not produced or has been an executive producer on any or directed any live action movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's mainly done animation and
Uh-huh.
a few live action TV shows, but nothing on a scale as a movie.
I
Right.
think a team would be good because then it's not just like the decision's not up to one person. It's, you know, collective thought, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of like what both of you said. Like, maybe have a team where it's like, this person's experienced in the live action movie field,
Mhm.
so we're going to put them as essentially the head of any live action movies we do. This person's experienced in the TV show field, so we're going to put them in the TV show field.
Right.
And then like this person's just going to be like in charge of continuity between everyone.
And
Yeah.
should Sam Whitwell be one of these people who can help keep this continuity correct?
I mean, that's essentially
As
what he
is-
already tries to do.
As a Star Wars fan, as well as a Star Wars employee, he is employed by Disney. He's
Mhm.
still getting checks from Disney and Lucasfilm. Should he try to... And he's been giving voices for any creature and stuff, so he's always in the works. Should he be a creative officer?
Why not?
Yeah.
And people are gonna say, "Oh, Dave Filoni, we are gonna start if the next movie fails, will it still be blamed on the new person, or do we still have a blame of Kathleen Kennedy because she is still executive producing a few more movies?
Right.
It's not like, oh, see ya, your projects are done, you're not gonna have a name attached to it. She's still gonna
She's
be
still in
executive producing. She's still gonna be a producer of these films
Yeah.
until I think till Starfighter, some of these other projects are done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and see, like, I do know a lot of people like to blame Kathleen Kennedy, and she does own a fair share of a lot of the blame. Oh, voice crack. A lot of the blame for stuff that's happened.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, she was one of the people integral in getting the prequels, I said it correctly this time, out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said that. I've said that before too.
Yeah.
So, and worked with Steven Spielberg, one of the best directors and filmmakers. Works with George Lucas and was picked by George Lucas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Should the blame go to Disney itself?
Yeah, because, like, you said there was something that made it all the way through everything Star Wars and Lucasfilm related, and got blocked itself by Disney.
Right.
Should Bob Iger and Bob Chapek be the ones we blame at? We point the fingers at them because they were the top person.
I don't think there's any one specific person that we can always point at.
Yes.
Because, like, Kathleen Kennedy shares some of the blame. Bob, whichever Bob was in charge at the time, shares some of the blame.
Uh-huh.
And there are always going to be, like, the director of Acolyte shares some of the blame.
Showrunner, directors,
Yeah.
writers.
Writers.
Maybe some of the actors.
They didn't have to act
True.
in there. They could have turned down the roles.
True,
But
but, like,
hey, if you had an option
If-
to be in Star Wars, would
Yeah.
you say no?
Yeah.
Even if it was the worst, even if it was an acolyte, I would still say yes.
like,
It's
if you had a chance to be in any of your favorite series, would you say no to be
Right.
it, even if it's a horrible one?
in Last Jedi as someone who gets shot down in 2 seconds of the film.
Absolutely, I would pay to.
Yeah, it's like, hey.
It's like, oh, you're an extra? What were you? Oh yeah, I was one of the ball gunners on the what was that? It's not on one of the bombers.
Yeah.
Oh, which one? They cut my scene.
Yes. No.
But getting that opportunity, I think, is a good prestigious
Yeah.
thing. We have actors who wanted to be in Star Wars and got the chance.
Or it's
and
like we
did
have
a good job
Yeah.
despite what they were given and how it's been perceived.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
And like I've known like there are a few minor actors who, being in Star Wars, even if they did, or even if their character wasn't necessarily that good, even if their show wasn't necessarily that good, they were able to get that experience into their resume. They were able to like not launch, but greatly extend their career from it.
Yeah, and
it's a good thing.
Some of the Star Wars shows aside, Star Wars kicked off filmmakers. We've got filmmakers like James Cameron, who has created some great experiences as well as films behind the Terminator, the first couple of Terminators, and then Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he spent years waiting to start the next one. So, and created these universes from nothing, create some hits from nothing, from only seeing Star Wars in theaters
Yeah.
and getting creators like Sean Levy, who's a Star Wars fan, who saw Jon Favreau, saw Star Wars, probably came and got into the filming, and how many countless others who have seen Star Wars, Indiana Jones films before it by these legendary filmmakers that are going away, retiring, but a new upcoming generation who sees it and is inspired taking that place.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of careers impacted by the.
I
mean, have you seen the amount of credits that roll after these movies? It's
yes.
like
how are there that many people involved?
You know? Yeah, there's so many people involved, to accountants, to a driver.
Yeah.
But movies aren't just something to watch for entertainment. It creates a community, but it also creates an experience.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Being able to say, hey, I saw this in theaters is incredible.
Yes.
Because watching it from home, watching it from a TV, a phone is one thing, but seeing it in a big screen where you are not distracted by anything besides the occasional bathroom break in the middle of the show or movie, but you saw this in a movie theater. And should prices get lowered, or should there be different things to make movie theaters last longer so you can see it for maybe 2 months, 3 months in theaters, and we wait to put it on streaming, and we build the anticipation instead of, right, 2 weeks after theaters, it's already in DVDs and in Walmart and already on streaming.
Yeah, it's basically just a bunch of trade-offs of, do you want this or do you want this? Because like, if you keep it in theaters for longer, you're not going to sell as much of the streaming service. But if you switch to streaming service early, you're not going to sell nearly as much in the theater.
Yeah.
So should it be a thing? Hey, you have to wait 6 months before there is a release on streaming or on DVD to give this anticipation. Hey, you saw it in theaters. If you really liked it, you probably saw it again and again in theaters. And now you have time to simmer on it and think about it and be able to rewatch it at home once it comes out on streaming or on DVD or Blu-ray.
that could be a good idea, but could also see myself getting frustrated at that. Like, if I really liked a
no
movie.
matter how much of a fan I am, I also have a finite amount of money.
Yeah.
And so if you keep it in theaters for too long, I'm
Just gonna
the
see it.
fans are not going to be as happy.
Right. Because
So yeah,
maybe
not only do you
twice.
have to balance the money, you have to balance how the fans of your franchise
Is
feel.
it
Uh-huh.
and theaters in general? They're expensive. Should movie theaters lower the price of tickets? But that also means studios need to be, hey, yeah, we're gonna get less from it, but it's gonna be out for instead of 2 weeks for a month, 2 months in theaters, and that's some time that I can pick up speed and see it.
And that also kind of depends on how busy is the movie release schedule. Because like theaters only have a like there's one up near my grandparents' house that has a total of 2 rooms basically for that
Yeah.
you can see a movie in. There's one close to my house that has like 12. So
Do you,
Depending on that.
if you have one theater, do you do multiple showings a day of different things? And that's the movie theater logistics. And small mom and pop theaters that have one, two or three screens will die because they can't real show everything because studios are like, you have to show it for this long at all, so you can't put multiple things into a rotation and be like, yeah, I can only show this 2-3 times a week
Yeah, right. It doesn't make sense.
because I don't have the ability. So you skip out on other movies.
It's just what it is, I guess.
of course, us three, we're all engineering majors. We're not business or finance or logistics like that majors.
No.
Yeah.
We're problem solvers. So we can fix this situation now.
Yeah, we can
Who's
fix
gonna listen to us?
we could fix the situation. It's just that the theater might have to,
Close down.
Oh no! Sadly, due to three engineers improving movie theater situations, Disney has to shut their door on filmmaking because they're out of money. Oh no! They have movie. They have parks. Oh, those clubs.
The entire system shuts down. Man, what have we done?
What have I done?
But
pretty much.
State of stores aside, are you looking forward to the 3 major projects coming out this year? Mandalorian and Grogu, the animated Maul Shadow Lord, and Ahsoka Season 2. Will it be a good year or will it not?
I am looking forward to The Mandalorian and to the animated one. Ahsoka, not so much, but I did enjoy Ahsoka Season 1 just for what it was. So, yeah, I think it'll be a good year.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So, yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward for The Mandalorian. And then, like, I have not actually heard all that much about the Maul one. So, I'm not really able to form much of an opinion on that.
They kept it a lot in secret, but they did. Sam Witwer did announce it at Celebration, and showed the trailer twice to the people in it. And
yeah, that being said, I haven't gone back and watched the trailer,
right.
so I don't even I don't know the smallest thing about what it's about.
Out there, yeah. But because we know we stay up with news, we know this stuff's coming out.
Right.
You stay up with news. You two are my source of news.
Jacob probably is the most updated, but
I listen to
see
too many
stuff.
Star Wars podcasts.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing.
But see, the thing about Ahsoka Season 2 is like it depends on what all is resolved in the Mandalorian, because like we know
It's true.
Thrawn's back in Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked Thrawn in Rebels. I liked him in Ahsoka season 1. I didn't really like the Sabine training as a Jedi arc all that much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Me
But,
neither.
yeah.
it
But,
happens.
yeah.
Is it a situation that was outside of Dave Filoni's hand, or was it just, hey,
Who knows?
let's do this?
Yeah. Maybe not.
We need to get some audiences in it, but I think we are gonna probably talk more about it later.
Yeah.
We
But,
are
like,
gonna
I
be
also-
in so many rabbit holes,
hmm
and that's
Like-
super fun.
And I know my family really liked like my mom specifically really liked Ezra, probably just
Mhm.
because he's just a kid exploring the galaxy
Yeah.
at a lot of the points in Rebels. But yeah, so I did enjoy that part of Ahsoka season 1. So I'm looking forward to what they do with those parts in Ahsoka season 2.
Okay.
I feel like I rambled a lot during that.
Yes.
I did.
No,
Oh.
good though. That's good.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with Ray Stevenson, because
Yes.
the late Ray Stevenson, they recasted someone who is gonna do his best to
Yeah.
give a closing chapter to him, because Ray Stevenson did a great job. It's sad that he can no longer carry on the
Mhm.
role of Balin Skull. Hopefully we can get a closing chapter on that.
Yeah, and I feel like I hope they resolve that in a better way than like Marvel did with T'Challa's death.
Right.
I
that
forget
was.
the actual actor's name.
Yeah. That was not very well done,
No.
but
No.
they probably learned from that. So hopefully.
hmm
And recasting sometimes happens, but if you have the ability to play you're recasted, you have to you're doing your best to live to whatever the person portraying it ahead of.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars has a good history of recasting. with, like-
Benjamin Bratt as Bail Organa.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jimmy Smith they couldn't get him.
hmm
Walked well.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It's like he was close enough that my brain actually had to register a few differences for me to realize,
Oh. it's
oh
not
wait,
him.
that is actually a different person.
Yeah.
We've got a headcanon
Very
of
good.
there's actually two of them, and they're twins, and they did a parent trap situation.
No.
And now, actually, Bail Organa survived Alderaan.
Right.
His brother was...
His brother was the one
So
there.
wait, did Bail Organa survive, or did Bail Organa survive?
That's the real question.
But
I hold theories going around when that happened.
Yeah.
But that was a good recast.
Yeah.
Donald Glover as Lando.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, it's like
Amazing.
even the young or old recasts.
Alden and the guy who played young Solo.
Yeah.
He did pretty
He
good.
did a great job.
Yeah.
Would love to see more of him
Mhm.
playing Han Solo in his younger years before we get to see him.
Yeah.
In.
Yeah.
hmm And
In A New Hope. Yeah.
I feel like there's another one, but
Um.
I forget.
We get a voice actor to Ashley Eckstein to Rosario Dawson,
Mm.
Matt Lantor, Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor, and James.
Arnold Taylor?
Yeah, you've got those, but that's
Yeah.
also animated to live action.
Yeah.
I would have loved to. Hey, let's get Ashley Eckstein to play Ahsoka, but Rosario Dawson does do an alright job.
But
Oh.
also kind of consider that for Clone Wars, Ahsoka's in her mid-teens, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Rebels, I don't know what her age is, but like in the live action stuff, this is all post Empire. This is
Right.
But
years
also,
later.
Thrawn happened in similar time in the middle of the same amount of time. The Battle of Endor was after the Battle of the
Oh, right.
Thor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle of Yavin type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in between that time. So that's maybe a few years, not much, but it works well.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
that.
And like the switch from like the live action of Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor to the animated one, it's a whole different format. So the different
Yes.
voices work well.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and they did an amazing job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Ewan McGregor and Alec Guinness.
Mm-hmm.
Ewan McGregor does an amazing job.
He went back and specifically studied Alec Guinness's mannerisms in A New Hope
Yeah.
to try to integrate those into Revenge of the Sith.
Exactly.
Yes.
Very
So-
smart. Oh, and you also can't forget about the recasting of R2. Right?
What?
R2? R2D2? He was recasted. From the originals to the prequels. He was.
Well, yeah.
Because there was actually somebody in him for the originals.
Yes.
And then for the sequels, he was,
Yeah, for the originals there was someone in him. For the quills, there was not.
Right. So, recasted,
Shortened form of referring to both.
I
Yep.
think
The quills, yeah.
for State of Star Wars, if there's anything else you'd like to add.
I think we're good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So with that said, make sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube. If you're on an audio feed, rate us. However, that's a rating system. And if you
Yeah.
made it this far, make sure to comment what you think about these upcoming projects and what you're most excited for. But with that said, may the Force be with you.